Are you always rushing to complete tasks and meet deadlines, losing out on new business opportunity because you simply don't have enough time? Have you heard about automation but still aren't sure how it can help your business and what you can actually do with it? Then this video is for you. How we work has changed forever in the last few years. And I'm not just talking about AI, I'm talking about automation. Some people still confuse these two concepts, but stay with me until the end of this video to get a clear understanding. Technology has always progressed, and it's now common to use many cloud-based tools like Dropbox, Slack, Asana, and so on. These tools can work together by exchanging information through APIs. But until 10 years ago-ish, there wasn't a reliable conductor to coordinate these tools, so we used them each in isolation. As a result, we often became dependent on multiple apps, adding extra work to our core tasks, ultimately slowing us down and complicated our workflow. That's exactly why we need automation. To be clear, automation is not a new concept. Zapier, for example, was founded in 2011. And Integromat, now Make.com, started in 2012. I still remember my first app in 2017 and my first scenario in 2019. Now I would like to share my personal view of automation with a single concept. The concept of a single speed versus dual speed, and with AI maybe triple speed, is a key here. Until recently, every team worked at a single speed. Then came automation. And we started working with two speeds, human and automated. Now, with AI, we have unlocked a third speed, one where data is read, processed, interpreted, without even needing to pass through multiple tools. And that changes everything. Thanks to tools that can connect different apps, transform data, and produce processed results, you can save a lot of time. For instance, creating an invoice can be automated. Following up with hot leads can be automated. And even requesting payment can be fully automated. But where is the true value of automation? Automation can give your business a productivity boost, helping you accomplish more with the same team size. From a broader business perspective, automation can become a real asset, especially when you scale from a few individual automation to an entire system of automated workflow. This can also generate ROI. However, all of this matters only if you shift your mindset to be open to the new ways of working. Why automation is such a rising trend nowadays, even though it's been around for over a decade? Well, I have my point of view on this, and think there are two main reasons. The first one, of course, is the adoption curve. As you may know, most technology takes time before it's widely understood and used by most people. And the second reason is the challenge time we are living right now. Given the current economic climate, businesses need technology that help them stay competitive and profitable more than ever. Right now, many businesses are facing three major problems. The first one is the problem related to the scarcity of time and tighter deadlines. The second one is margin issues or market saturation. And the third one is difficulty finding and retaining talent. Sound familiar to you? Let's consider this with some numbers. The average knowledge worker spends around 28% of their work week managing emails and 20% searching for internal information. For a team of 10, that's a lot of lost productivity. Automation gives you back this time so you can focus on what truly matters. Over the last 10 years, I worked as an advertiser, and I always emphasizing with my client that the best advertising can save a broken business model. In 2020, I dove deep into automation, and in 2024, I switched my career to automation full-time, creating over 200 automations. And you know what? The same principle applies to automation. It can't fix an already broken business model, but it can restore a competitive advantage you might have lost over time. Meanwhile, your competitors aren't standing still. I haven't even touched on AI and its implication in this yet, But before we get into AI in automation, which deserves its own video, let's talk about workflows. If automation is the field that describes how data is processed, workflows are the specific setup where you connect all the modules and tools so that the magic can happen. Imagine you live in a small archipelago of 3 islands. You have to travel between these islands daily for work. And the only way to get around is a small ferry back and forth every time. Now imagine someone built 3 bridges connecting all the islands, allow you to travel anytime you want by car, quickly and without waiting for ferry schedules. This metaphor applies to our daily work. The ferries are just manual, slow connection between different tools or data. The bridges represent automated infrastructure carrying your data in real time from one place to another, eliminating needless waiting and repetitive work. Our flow is simply a series of automated actions that can involve different tools along with both internal functions like processing data and external inputs. Think of it as choosing which tools are involved, what type of data each tool needs to receive, and in which order they must be processed. Even though I create automation daily, from the simplest to the most complex, I'm still learning, as the field is constantly evolving. Some details in this video might change in the future, but I want to share 3 real examples of automation I built in the last month so you can see how this might apply to your business. Case number 1. Lead management system. Many business opportunities are lost not just because of lack of leads, but due to the lack of follow-up and organization. One of my clients didn't have an organized CRM that could respond at the right time. I built an automation that assigned a lead score based on a user actions and sent alerts to the right person at the right moment. Additionally, I implemented a time zero service that automatically qualify or disqualify leads after receiving a new information request. Only the highly qualified leads make it to a sales call. The results were remarkable. 72% reduction in wasted sales call, 38% improvement in closing rate, and a predictive pipeline that accurately forecasts revenue 30 days in advance. And this was just the first case, but let me show you the second case. Case number 2, client onboarding automation. For a marketing agency, I created an automated onboarding system for new clients. Clients have high expectations when they join, and the swift wow factor onboarding is crucial. Not only did we speed up the onboarding from 3 weeks to just 4 days, but we also automated the initial interaction by creating an assistant that gathers essential client info and shares it with the internal team. This resulted in 47% improvement in client satisfaction score, 15 hours saved per week for the account manager who can now focus on strategic growth rather than admin tasks. But let me show you the last case, case number 3, contract management system. This automation is a part of the same ecosystem as the previous case. The problem here was managing contracts for new clients, quickly, accurately, and efficiently. I created 2 scenarios that take new clients' data, insert into a dynamic contract template with a variation based, of course, on each deal, and send the final contract for e-signature, all automated. Result? Contract processing time dropped from 4-5 days to 30 minutes. Payment collection improved by 64%. Clients now close 3x more contracts per day. Now I would like to talk about some common myths and concerns about automation. I will let automation do everything so I can finally stop working, a friend told me once. Automation are a great shortcut, but they only go as far as you designed them to. There are countless ways to reach the same output, and you, or someone you delegate to, must build and maintain that infrastructure. I need to automate everything at once. Beginners often think this way. The most successful automation strategies start small, with processes that are highly repetitive, rule-based, time-consuming, low in exception, high in business impact. But what happens if the automation breaks? This is a valid concern. That's why proper automation design includes monitoring system that alerts you when something goes wrong. But not only, we have redundancy or backup plans for critical processes. And also, of course, documentation for troubleshooting. These are my 3 key when I talk about automation. And don't forget about your regular maintenance checks, because automation is not something that you set and forget. Another question could be, is my data secure in automated systems? Of course, modern automation platforms prioritize security with end-to-end encryption, role-based access controls, audit log to track activities, compliance with regulation like GDPR. Remember, your current manual processes probably have more security vulnerabilities than a well-designed automated system. Now I would like to discuss about how AI has forever changed the field of automation, giving rise to AI-enhanced workflow. Here's the distinction. On one side, we have traditional automation, connects tool with strict rules to move data from point A to point B, applying defined transformation along the way, like a train on a fixed tracks. And on the other side, we have AI-enhanced automation. Intelligently understand context, makes decisions, and handle variation without needing every scenario explicitly programmed, more like a self-driving vehicle that can navigate different routes. When I began automating workflow in 2020, everything followed a if this, then that pattern, even if it included complex data transformation. But with AI, the logic is the same. Only the power has multiplied. AI, in fact, can understand unstructured data from email, for example, documents, extract information without needing exact template matching. This is very important. Generate new content based on context. Handle exception intelligently. A traditional automation might fall if an invoice doesn't follow a strict template. An AI-enhanced automation can recognize the invoice anyway and extract the right data, even if it looks different than usual. Let's say this field is evolving quickly, and what's true today might change in just a few years, or maybe months, especially with emerging technologies like OpenAI Operator, which can emulate human browsing action. As you might have noticed from all the AI-related content out there, we are in a period of rapid transition that redefining work forever. Some are anxious, others are excited. But here's a question for you. Can you afford to keep working the whole way if your results aren't meeting your expectation? Maybe it's time to become agile and efficient again. I also read a book by Chet Holmes called The Ultimate Sales Machine, which posed a question that stuck with me. If tomorrow 20 new people showed up at your company to work with you because maybe your business has suddenly grown, could you train them all effectively without losing focus on running your company? And what if the day after another 20 arrived? Or even 100 the following weeks? This book was written more than 2 decades ago, yet its focus on managing and optimizing a business is more relevant than ever with automation. The same workforce you have now, armed with the right tools and know-how, can accomplish what used to require 5 or 10 times the manpower. As a business owner, you also gain more personal time and the mental space to generate new ideas. I'll be honest with you, I've spent hundreds of hours creating automation, and I'm still studying, building, and of course making mistakes. I have to revisit existing automation because they require maintenance. It's not a simple set and forget. A changed endpoint or an expiry token can cause a total flow breakdown, which is why ongoing monitoring is essential. And 2 key points are here. 1, AI in automation is a game changer. We, who have been doing automation for a while, remain a bit skeptical about overly optimistic claims, but we also see the huge potential AI brings. Still, clients want predictability and stability, not some hallucination or incorrect data due to some AI stepping outside the rules. This might be solved soon, maybe, but it's a current reality. And the second thing is the learning curve. It's not always as quick as it seems. It's not just about learning the tool, it's about problem solving, strategic thinking, and creativity, and of course, your experience in your business. You will often need to invent or piece together a solution that doesn't exist out of the box. If you are a busy entrepreneur who wants results without investing all those hours into trial and error, I recommend working with someone who's already made the mistakes and can guide you directly to a practical solution. Before wrapping up, here's a simple framework to start your automation journey. First, map your current processes. Document your workflows. Interview team members to find hidden steps and pain points. Identify where work tends to get stuck. Number 2, identify automation opportunity. Ask each team member, which repetitive tasks eat up your time but had little value? Collect these tasks, then prioritize based on frequency, time consumption, and importance. Of course, start small but think big. Begin with a single high-impact, low-complexity process. This helps you gain a quick win, prove value, and of course, build momentum. Choose the right tools. For beginners, no-code platforms like Zapier, Make, or N8N are great starts. For more advanced needs, look into AI-based tools like integrating OpenAI APIs to your automation platform. And of course, measure, refine, expand. Track time saved, error reducing, and improvement in customer satisfaction. Use these 3 metrics to refine existing automation and build support for automating additional processes. These concepts apply in virtually every industry. For example, in the e-commerce, you can automate order processing, inventory updates, and customer service responses. In professional services, you can automate client onboarding, performance reporting, or invoice generation. In the healthcare, appointment scheduling can be automated. Patients follow-up or insurance verification could also be automated. In the manufacturing sector, quality control alerts or maintenance scheduling or supply chains update could be automated. But also real estate. Actions like lead qualification, or maybe document preparation, or maybe follow-up sequence can also be automated. If you are interested in building a system that improves your team's efficiency through automation and you are ready to stop wasting time, you will find a link in the description to book a free 15-minute call with me, so we can talk about how I can help you. I will pinpoint highest impact areas for automation in your business and design an implementation roadmap that suits both your unique needs and existing technical resources. Remember, the business that thrive in 25 and beyond won't necessarily be those with the largest staff. They will be the ones with the most effective system. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below to share your thoughts. See you in the next video.